Today I am installing a freezless hose bib on the well house to finish up that project, so stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I'm going to take advantage of this beautiful February sunny afternoon and do some finishing projects on my well house. There is a feature I wanted to add to it, but I didn't have it yet. So I got my cup of coffee and I got my tools, and we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So this is the freezeless hose bib. This sits on the outside of the house, but when you open and close the valve, it's clear back here, so this part stays void of water during the freezing periods. So with it well inside an insulated area, the water won't freeze and break this pipe. So I received this free. I found it at the estate I'm cleaning up down the road, and I looked at it and it's like, Eureka, I can finally finish my project on the well house. Now I'm going to install it on the back of the well house instead of on the front. The reason being is this is where the electrical is, and I don't want the water anywhere near the electrical that goes into the well to service the well. So we're installing it on the opposite end of the well house. Okay, now we'll just put the hose bib in, nice and smooth. And it's big enough to cover that whole hole. So now we're going to put 2 large screws in there. I have these monsters, so I want to make sure it gets a good grip on this faucet. Okay, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So now we're going to go ahead and hook it up. What I'm going to hook it up with is this hose. This hose was actually salvaged from a washer, an old washer I scrapped. So I saved the hoses thinking that one day I may use them, and I am using it today. So this, ironically, fits exactly the same thread as the end of that hose bib. And we're going to go ahead and attach it to there and then connect it to the faucet, the bib that's on the well itself also. The other tool I'm going to use in this project is this pipe pliers or hose pliers. Okay, I made sure I threaded my hose down underneath the electrical, so if there's any leakage, the leakage will go below all the electrical. We just screw it onto this bib and make sure it's really tight with my hose clamp, or well, my hose pliers. Let's turn the water on, see if we have any leaks. So far, no leaks. Okay, 2 reasons why I decided to use this washer hose to hook it up is, number 1 is I think I can skirt the code instead of hard plumbing it in. You need a permit for the plumbing, but this way it's just hooked up to the hose bib on the well itself, and I didn't need a plumbing permit. And here's the second reason. If any of you have seen my Building the Well House series, you'll see that I built and designed this well house small for a reason, And also I built it so the roof comes off, 2 people can take the roof off, and then the whole house tilts back and away so a well service truck can come in here and do maintenance on the well itself. And the small space allows it to be heated during the freezing temperatures and not use a whole lot of heat energy to heat a smaller space. Now, if you haven't seen that video series yet on me building the well house, just to point out, this is Brazilian cherry hardwood flooring. Yes, this was recycled, repurposed from the neighbor's flooring that he replaced across the street. So I used it to panel the walls and the ceiling because it's already water resilient. Now the test. Yay, I got a hose bib that works outside. Now I can shut my door and keep it protected from critters from getting in there, and also keep it nice and warm throughout the winter months. Because throughout the winter I'd have to roll up my hose and make sure it was empty with water and disconnect it from there to make sure the door was closed. So yay, my hose bib is on and my well is almost done. Now I can hook up the hose to water the livestock, and I can put one of those hose racks out here and wind up my hose. I want to thank you guys for coming along and sharing this building project with me on installing this hose bib on the outside of my well house. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. Thank you guys for coming. Please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I enjoy reading your comments. And also subscribe and share my videos. Really helps grow my channel. I'll see you guys in other videos. Bye-bye. We got water. Oops. There's Bob the Bunny, also known as Robert the Rabbit.